Hi, I'm Doug Masnaghetti, and I'm doing another guitar lesson. This one on Knockin' on Heaven's Door, which was written by Bob Dylan for as a soundtrack for the movie Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid in 1973. So as usual, I'm going to do a quick cover of the song. I do the cover with the 12 string, but I'll do the lesson on a 6 string. Have a listen, decide whether it's something, a version you want to learn or not, and then I'll move right into the lesson.
Take this badge off me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. Feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Paw, take these guns, put them in the ground. I can't shoot them anymore. This long old dark cloud is coming down. I feel like knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door.
Okay, so you just saw the cover to Knockin' on Heaven's Door. It's a pretty simple song. Let me just show you the chords that are used very quickly, and then I'll talk a little bit more about how I like to play it. Basically, it uses a G to a D to an A minor. This is during the verse. Wraps back around to a G and goes to a D again, and this time it goes to an A minor 7. And while you're strumming on that, he turns it into a G, I think this is a G7, where your pinky is on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. So that's it, for chorus and verse. But I do like to play these chords differently during the chorus than I do during the verse, just a little bit differently. During the verse, I play my G with just 3 fingers. My middle finger's on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, pinky on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. And you can do that, of course, using any finger arrangement you want. That's just how I happen to play it. And I move to the D, and I just pretty much play a simple D during the verse. But I'll lift my finger, my index finger, off of the 3rd string, 2nd fret. So the D formation is first finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, and ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And I'll pull off my index finger, and you'll hear that in the cover if you listen to it. But that's all I do during the verse part of this chord progression. When I'm in the chorus, I'll beef it up just a little bit to make it sound a little fuller. When you go to the A minor, same thing. During the verse, I just play the A minor, and I will pull my index finger off, so it sounds like this. So, and I guess when I go into my A minor, I have a tendency to hit the open chords and hammer on, the A minor chords onto it. Don't have to do that. That's just the way I think I subconsciously play the song. So again, just G, D, and I use my index finger, A minor, index finger off, on. And then second time around he goes G, D, I use my index finger again, and then he goes to an A7 minor, C, C7 I think, and then you drop into the chorus, so when I go into the chorus, I like to use a full G, which I play with the index finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, middle finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and my pinky on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. Get that fuller sounding G. And when I come up to the D, I leave my pinky. I've already got my pinky on that 3rd fret of the 1st string. I just leave it there, and I form my D, and I do that. So pinky on the 3rd fret, pinky off the 3rd fret. Don't hit the lower strings. Middle finger off of the 2nd fret of the 1st string, and then put it back on and hit it again. So and then drop into your A minor, and rather than just toggling your index finger on and off, throw your pinky onto the 3rd fret of the 1st string, about halfway through playing that chord. You don't do that right away. You add it. And so, and then emphasize it with your picking. So, and I am hitting these as I transition. So I go G, I'm hitting open and then hammering on. Second time through on the chorus, you go into the A minor 7, just like you did on the verse. It's actually played just the way you did on the verse, and you turn it into a C halfway through with the C7, I think. You might want to look that up if you want to know what chord that is, but I think it's a C7. And just in case I hadn't mentioned it, it's played first finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret, middle finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string, ring finger on the 3rd fret, 5th string, and your pinky on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. And that's pretty much the whole song. So you start out the song, I play through the verse once, maybe twice around. And then I'll start in on the verse with the vocals, right? So, and then you just move into the chorus and back to the verse. And so just to let you hear what the verse and chorus sound like without singing and on a 6th string. So it's... So on that A minor, I guess I start with my full A minor. I pull my index finger off, and then I put it on. I take it off again. So I'll try to do that slow. I'm also hammering on my D. Now again, if you're a beginner, you can just strum through this. You don't have to do any of the finger lifting or anything. And you can do the chorus exactly the same way you do the verse as a beginner. And then as you're improving, you start adding the other things that I'm showing you in this song into it. You know, spice up the chorus a little bit over the verse. But I just realized when I was playing this that I do hammer on my D. I hit these and then I hammer my fingers on. So. Playing the first part of the verse over and over again. So you can lift this finger, your middle finger off your D, or your index finger. Either one sounds good. So you can, you know, you don't have to be real technical about it. Just you know, experiment a little bit and play what you think feels good and comes naturally. So the verse, all the way through, one time sort of slow. Verse again, second time. Minor 7, and then into the chorus. That's about it. Knocking on Heaven's Door.